just found the edge. Straight into the gloves of James Roux for 7 of the bowling of Eddie Jack, which means Shardul Thakur comes out into the middle here at Canterbury. Takes his guard.
Here's Jack. Down the leg side, and that's going to be byes. That could go for 4 of them actually up the hill towards the Nackington Road end, and it does. Big cheer from the youngsters in the crowd. You're not supposed to cheer byes, lads, but you know, not the done thing. But hey, they're enjoying themselves. 4:49 for 5.
Shardul Thakur initially actually was due to play for Essex this year in the county championship. He's planning to come in and get some overs under his belt. And then he got signed up with Lucknow Super Giants in the IPL. He called him in, and unfortunately that means he couldn't play with Essex.
Left alone, and that's a better line from Eddie Jack, 19-year-old from Hampshire. Showing 80.1, but he looks, maybe it's the extra zip and the extra bounce he's getting, but he looks a little bit quicker than that to the naked eye.
Yeah, he's getting that extra bit of carry, Eddie Jack, especially since he's switched ends a bit more from the pavilion end for him.
Just again onto the hip, and that will dribble out to the boundary where Rehan Ahmed, having such a good season at Leicestershire, started out. There's the 450 up.
450 on the board for India. 5 down, 2 wickets lost this morning. You can just see a bit more of a spring in the step of the England lines. By the end of the day yesterday, feet were really being dragged along the boundary.
It's hard, isn't it? And there is. There's 200 up for Karen Nair. What a fantastic innings. 272 balls, 25 fours, 1 6. And he raised his bat to his teammates, to the crowd here at Canterbury. And this Canterbury tale will just go on and on for Karen Nair. When he gets in, he goes big, and he means business here.
Absolutely, and he's really proved his case here to be in that starting 11 in the opening test match. 203 for him as he raises his bat around the ground here in Canterbury. That's his 4th double century in first-class cricket. And well, he's done that in pure style. Absolutely brilliant from him, and it's been enjoyable to watch. The crowd have enjoyed themselves over the course of yesterday and this morning. And well, you couldn't ask for a better batting, as he just has time to for himself now. And I really like his story, Dan. Coming in to the side in 2016, and he's been out of the squad for 7 years, and now finally gets another shot. Up and over here. And this will find the boundary. Very flamboyant looking shot there from Shardul Thakur. You wouldn't have any doubts that he's just come from the IPL after you've witnessed that shot, and he will get himself off the mark with 4 runs. 458 for 5, India A.
Proper flourish there, wasn't it? It's like watching Zorro with his sword back in the day.
Just goes with the height of that one on his toes. As Josh Hodge has been taken on a little bit. I'd like to see how he comes back after this. Again, makes room, and that finds the gap between point and cover. 4 more runs, back-to-back boundaries here for Shardul Thakur. Well, he's not playing with any fear at all, that's for sure. And India A move on to 462 for 5. There you go. Found the ball under the bins, behind the bins.
Whatever happened to playing yourself in?
That concept.
Yeah.
It's 2025.
Showing my age again, aren't I, Nikki? No, it's great to watch, it really is. But they're doing it in such an aesthetic style as well. You know, I was always a big fan of the likes of Gower and people like that. Great to see.
There we go. Gets in line. Something you more used to seeing with the red ball.
Yeah, we've noticed though, again, he's staying slightly leg side of that, isn't he? Yeah, he's in line, but he's staying slightly leg side of that and trying to hit through the offside tackle. And we saw that was the end of Kumar Reddy.
And staying leg side of that. I think in the white ball game, that's when people say, oh, they're making room, making space, good use of the feet,
yeah,
uses the crease. I think if you're not to get behind the ball, get cover line, get your off stump out of view of the bowler. That's what you need to be doing. And this will try and field it down at deep cover. Will just be the run. They've sent a man out there and just had to quicken things up as he made his way down to the non-striker's end. Their tackle was a bit casual, and Tom Haynes on the boundary just thought, I'm going to throw that in with a little bit of venom.
I've seen this season already Kashif Ali for Kent run out from that boundary by Zafar Gohar for Middlesex, just ambling, and you've got to watch it 'cause down the hill. He's a trick of the light here with Canterbury.
Nair on 203. Across, beautifully played by him, and Josh Hull just maintaining that left arm over the wicket line here. He did swap it up yesterday towards the end of the day when England nines were really looking for a breakthrough, and all the bowlers really trying to take the ball away from the right-hander and then away from the left-hander. So they did swap it up towards the end of the day yesterday, but unfortunately it didn't really help them. Not very successful. He's maintaining that this morning in for the 12th over of the day. Top hand extend, beautiful defence, everything you see in the textbook. And that will conclude the end of the 102nd over of India A's innings, the 12th over of the morning. 463 for 5. Thakur on 9, Nair on 203. And of course, Shardul Thakur played that really, really crucial role for India back in 2021 in that series against England.
Yeah, going back to what you were saying about, you know, white ball cricket, people giving themselves a little bit of room, people trying to sort of manufacture a shot from a straight ball, trying to engineer themselves a little bit of space.
And I think you can do that with the white ball because it doesn't zip around too much. You have a few overs initially, but after that, you're not really having to worry about that nipping past the bat on the outer edge.
Yeah, the movement's less prodigious as the red ball. Jack short, and that's been nailed through wide mid-on, got onto it early and runs away down to the Colin Cowdrey stand for 4 runs.
Well, it's been clear after the 3 shots we've seen from Shardul Thakur that have found the boundary that there is a new message from the balcony there, and India might just be looking to pile on as many on the scoreboard now.